Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you probably till 5 o'clock because I was here late yesterday. Y'all kept me to, what was it, 7 o'clock? Feel like it was 7 o'clock before y'all finally let me get off the air yesterday. So since y'all kept me till 7 o'clock yesterday, I'll probably get out of here at 5 o'clock on the dot today. So, that is what it is. It's y'all fault. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing good. If this is your first time joining the show, welcome. Welcome. I start off the show by saying hello, and I'm going to speed through these today. If you don't like the hellos, give me 7 minutes tops. Give me 7 minutes tops, and then come back. 7 minutes, and then come back. Robert Willis, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Erica, representing Reading. Good afternoon, Erica. Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Good afternoon, Miss Pittsburgh. We got my Osha. She says, what up, though? Let the 4-day weekend begin. Oh, you get a 4-day weekend. All right. Are you giving the maid and the chef 4-day weekends as well? Just curious. If you get it, they should get it. Daryl says, what up, family? Checking. He's representing Forest Park. Let's talk some sense, because Wyatt's show today would drop on the call with some straight nonsense. I'm going to talk about that for just a second. Preston in the house. Preston representing Avondale. Good afternoon, Preston. We got Lewis in the house. Lewis representing Sharonville. Good afternoon, Lewis. Good afternoon. We got Brent in the house. Brent is representing Dallas, Texas. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for checking out the show. Maria, North College Hill, in the house. Thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. Drea, representing Sycamore Township. Good afternoon, Drea. Good afternoon. We got Scott Bain, like the dude from The Dark Knight Returns. That was my bang. Scott in the house, representing West Walnut Hills. Good afternoon, Scott. Sea Breeze, what's up? Representing Boston. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tria in the house, back to her classy self. I don't think I've seen the classy hello for a few days. So she must have been on her ratchet side. She was treasure for the past couple days. Today she back to being Tria. She's representing Columbia Township. Says, I finally got a notification. Okay. We got Sea Breeze hating on the countdown. Don't hate. It does not look good on you. LaDonna, representing East Price Hill. Good afternoon, LaDonna. Good afternoon. We got Andrea Bustle in the house from Gulf Manor. She's representing Gulf Manor. Good afternoon, Andrea. Good afternoon. Staban in the house, representing Westwood. Good afternoon, Staban. Good afternoon. Tanika in the house, representing Orlando, Florida. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for checking out the show. David Herring, representing Westchester. Good afternoon. Seabreeze says, I missed the Lincoln Ware show and 95% of Wyatt. Did anything interesting happen? I'm going to assume you're asking other people. You know I don't listen to Lincoln Ware, not because I'm beefing with him, but because he's beefing with me, and so I'm blocked on Facebook, and I'll be at work. I can't be sitting in my car on the radio like, what's Lincoln talking about? So I don't get a chance to listen to his show. So I have no idea. All I know is Nate texts me, like, are you listening to Lincoln Ware show? And I'm like, no. And he said he just had an interview with Brandon, and Brandon was funny unintentionally. I said, okay. But I didn't know what he was talking about. Let's see, we got Stephanie Hyde. Good afternoon. She says, thankful Thursday experimenters. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Pat Rogers in the house. Good afternoon, Pat. Thanks for the show. David says, the intro theme song is catchy. Keep it going. See, somebody like it. Somebody, I ain't gonna say no names, Sea Breeze, hates it. Or at least hates on it. Bonita in the house. Good afternoon, everyone. She's representing Roseline. Jerica, she says, hola me familia. Hola to you too. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Tessie Wheaton in the house. Good afternoon, Tessie. Good afternoon. I said Daryl. Talked to Seabreeze David. Said Brent. Jerica says no holidays off for me. Oh, sorry to hear that. Dominique Finley in the house representing Walnut Hills. Good afternoon. Got Jason in the house representing Westchester. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mayosha says, yes, the maid and the chef are getting a 4-day weekend. All right. So that means, that's why she said me. That means you going to be the maid for the next 4 days and the chef. All right. All right. Mike Jones should make you cook something, fancy. Make you cook something fancy. Yes, I said make you cook something fancy. He has my permission. He has my permission. Veronica Burdine in the house representing College Hill. Good afternoon. We got Twin in the house. What up, E-Man? Yellow shirt on here. Twin, you're such a hater. How you gonna hate on the color of the shirt? This is actually one of the shirts that I bought. I'm gonna do reverse flash on this. I did one reverse flash. I didn't screen print it. I took it and did DTG. I didn't care for it as much. So I'm a screen print one. I've got like 4 of these. So I printed one. I'm wearing this one just cause. And I got a couple more over there that I'm gonna print reverse flash on. This is the perfect color for a reverse flash shirt. This is the reason why I got it. I think it's a lemon yellow, I think is what it's called. Al Johnson in the house. Middletown, good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Ron Tucker says, hey, what's up, Ron? What's up, Ron? Dina Johnson in the house representing Walnut Hills. Good afternoon, Dina. Thank you for checking out the show. Brenda Early representing Fairfield. Good afternoon, Brenda. Good afternoon. Tria says, I'll bring treasure back another day. All right. Crystal Hoskins in the house representing the Christ Hospital. Good afternoon. Butler Brown from Cartersville, Georgia. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ask Nate about Bruno. That's what he said. Bruno. He said Bruno was funny, but not intentionally. So, good time had by all, I guess. Alethea, representing Kenwood. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Wyatt listeners, did Wyatt ever explain the connection between the USPS financial issues and Miami real estate? Well, that's not necessary. Anyway. Jerica says, who is Brandon? I must have missed him. I have no idea. Jason, I don't listen to Lincoln Ware either. Total waste of time. I don't agree with that. I think Lincoln Show is entertainment. And you get some information on there. See, I am a hater, but I'm not a Lincoln Ware hater. I'm a Lincoln Ware truther. I tell the truth about Lincoln Ware, be it good or bad. And I don't think the man has a bad show. I don't think he's got a bad show. It's mostly entertaining. But you do get some information. But I don't know if I said it, if you said hello, but Jason, thank you for checking out the show as well. Dwayne in the house, representing Mount Airy. Good afternoon. Tessie. I thought I said Tessie already, but good afternoon, Tessie. Thank you for checking out the show. I know I said Andrea. I'm just scrolling through. These are people who are sending other comments. Mayosha talk about Mr. Jones can't make me do anything. I'm a homegirl alone today. He on a business trip. That's the only reason he can't make you do anything. Because he not there. But when he get back, he has my permission to make you cook him some good food. And Mike Jones, if you don't like it, bro, make her cook it again. Make her cook it again. Carolyn, good afternoon, representing East Walnut Hills. Got Cedric in the house, Cedric Robinson. Good afternoon, Carolyn and Cedric. Thank you. Pat wants to know, are you printing Harris and Wall shirts? As a matter of fact, I am. A friend of mine asked me for a Kamala Harris shirt. I already said this. I have a Kamala design, and I just have to print it. I have to find time to print it. So maybe later tonight, but I doubt it. More than likely Ooh, I was gonna say Saturday, but the little baby done already said she going to Kings Island on Saturday, which means I'll be at Kings Island on Saturday. I don't know. I don't know when, but I will be making them. Seabury says, I was being sincere. I wanted to know. I believe you were. I believe you were. Seabury says, just download the Buzz app and listen on that. No. I'm one of these people. You don't want me to support your show. I don't support your show. I'm all right with it. Life goes on. Life goes on. Let me see. I think that's it. I think I got to everybody. All right, that's it. Did I do it in 7 minutes? I don't think I did it in 7 minutes. But either way, thank you all for checking out the show. I appreciate you. Again, my name is Emanuel Livingston. My title is The King of Talk. And the name of this show is The Afternoon Experiment with Emanuel Livingston. I guess I'll get this out of the way real quick. No, maybe I'll save it for later. Somebody was talking about Drop's call on Wyatt's show and all of that kind of stuff, and I need to touch on that. Shirley, good afternoon. I appreciate you and thank you for checking out the show as well. Have we lost our patience? I know this ain't it's not a new thing. See, I'm not one of these people who, everything is somebody else's fault. I know it's not new and it's not political. But man, I think everybody, not everybody, a lot of people have just lost their patience. People are just flipping out all over the place wherever you look. And I don't know exactly what's going on. I can't say exactly what's going on about it, but lately, I've been watching all of these videos of public freakouts and all that kind of stuff. Again, that stuff has been going on for a long time. But I feel like I've been seeing more public freakouts, in person. Now, I don't always stick around to see everything that's going on with the public. But when I see people, just flipping out because their burger wasn't right at, the restaurant. Flipping out because they said light ice and this is not light ice, or flipping out, you know what I'm saying? People are really losing it. And I'm not sure why. I don't have some specific particular story to tell you that brought it to my mind. I mean, I was downtown today. I had to go and, I'm back on, pick up the little baby. Just because I had to tell y'all this stuff because I didn't come on at 3. But I'm back on pick up little baby from school duty a couple days a week. For now, I'm back on that duty. So on Thursdays and Fridays, I do believe I'll be a little late. This is not an excuse, which some people like to accuse me of lying about why I'm either not doing the show or why I'm late for the show. People, this person lie about it. This person lie about it. And I'm not lying about it. I'm just telling y'all. So this is, I don't have to, but, my daughter asks, and I like picking up the little baby. So Thursdays and Fridays, I'll be late. It is what it is. Little baby come first. But yeah, I was downtown, headed out to get the little baby. And I be seeing people I'm not even talking about, which this ain't fair for me to say. I'm not even necessarily talking about homeless people. Because I think a lot of times homeless people, this ain't all homeless people. And this ain't, every time you see a homeless people. But I think a lot of homeless people, have mental issues, and sometimes that might be why they're homeless. And so it's not unusual maybe to see, some people without homes, less fortunate. I'm sure that's stressful. And then you add on top of that maybe some substance abuse and some mental issues that's a recipe for all kind of stuff. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about I could, just in listening as I drove past, somebody was mad apparently because their coffee wasn't right. I don't know what they did, what they asked for with the coffee. If it was iced coffee, if it was hot coffee and it wasn't hot enough, or iced coffee and it wasn't cold enough, or, they asked for the big and they gave them the regular or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, people freaking out a lot nowadays. This is my public service announcement. Relax. Relax, y'all. Most of our problems are not that big. We've all heard the term first world problems. If your biggest problem of the day is that there wasn't enough ice in your coffee that you probably paid like $7 or $8 for, that's not a real problem. That's not a real problem. I mean, think about stuff around the world. Think Ukraine. You might wake up in a building that just got blown up and you're the only survivor in that building because, it's a whole war going on. And you sitting there mourning your whole family and you ain't got nowhere to live, half your body burned, and somebody complaining because they didn't have enough coffee and they iced coffee. Some of these countries, people are fleeing. This gets lost in the immigrant conversation. People are fleeing their homeland, their home country, because their lives are in danger. Not their lives are in danger necessarily just because, they don't have food and money and resources. That may be, for a lot of people, that is a part of it. But yeah, there are drug cartels and, there are people after them. I'd be careful. I know of a person who fled her homeland to come to America because she was pregnant. And apparently, and this is just what I was told. I don't know. I don't live there. I just take people's word for it. They could have been, hyping the situation for all I know, but I don't get that feeling. But she was pregnant, and if she had a son, she knew that the gangs and or drug cartel would come and take her son. That's what I was told. So am I going to stay here or am I going to flee? And, a lot of people, the choice is simple. I'm going to flee. And I will go all the way to America and take my chances getting caught and sent back and all of that kind of stuff. I'll take my chances because my son's life is in the balance. But you complaining because you said extra ketchup and they put too much ketchup on there. So again, I'm not saying, your issues aren't real issues to you. But relax, because there's a whole different level of issue. There's a whole new level of issue that you don't have to deal with. Like the people who we look at and we say, ooh, they got it bad. In this country, there are people crossing the Rio Grande. The Rio Grande. See how I rolled them R's. There are people doing everything they can to get over here to have your problem. Because your problem to them is good living. Like when I hear people, and I've heard Twin say it, but he's not the only one. Immigrants, why they come over here and then they get a place to live, but we gotta wait in line to get our benefits. But you're in a place where you get benefits. Okay, you gotta ask for them and wait for them. But you're in a place where you get benefits. There are people genuinely who are willing to risk life and limb to be in the position that you think is the worst position in America. And then some of us is mad at them because they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get their kids up or, be killed. They don't want to be hunted down and all of that kind of stuff. I know that same person that I'm talking about, her son wanted to go back to his home country. Her son wanted to go back to his home country. He's an adult now. But guess what? He got a couple tattoos. And this is what she told him. Again, I don't know if this is true. I'm not saying this is true. I'm saying this is what I was told. Okay? Okay? Because I actually try to give accurate information. What I was told was, she told him, you can't go back. You got tattoos. Those tattoos might mean something to somebody there. But the essence of it is, she was afraid they would kill him if they saw his tattoos. And he wanted to go back to see his dad. No, you can't go back. You got them tattoos. So, I know we like to, but my point, which I think I made, my point was, your problems probably ain't that bad compared to problems that other people around the world have. So when I see all of these public freakouts about silly stuff, you stole my parking space. You can't save no parking space for nobody. Even me. You saw that lane was ending when I saw that lane was ending. But you're going to keep driving instead of trying to merge over until the lane merges, and then you're going to try to get in front of me. Now get behind me. There's room behind me. You can get in behind me. The person behind is actually leaving an open space. I already let somebody in. I'm not letting 5, 6, 7 cars in because you could have got over back there. But even in the grand scheme of things, that's not no big problem. Celebrate, what you have and as bad as we talk about our education system, we have an education system. We have a system in America where, for the most part, we require kids to go to school up at least till a certain age when we say, okay, and I don't know why we say this, where we say, okay, at a certain age, I don't know what that age is. Is it 16 where you can drop out of school? But we expect you to be in school other than that. Come on, y'all know it's countries around the world where people have died in an attempt to go get an education. Oh, little girls can't get educated in this country. And people have gone there to try to push the boundaries on that and been killed. So all of this stuff is good to complain about. I mean, when I say it's good to complain about, I mean, I'm not dismissing all of your issues. And we all know if you get light ice, you get more drink. You know what I'm saying? They cheating you out of your, 2 ounces of flavored drink, putting ice in it, and that's infuriating. That's a real first world problem. It's a real first world problem. But we get really mad. That's it about my first world problem thing. Be thankful for what you got. Now let's talk about immigrants. Let's talk about them for a minute. We do so, by we, I mean some of y'all, do so much complaining about immigrants. and about how bad and evil immigrants are, or how bad and evil the government is for helping immigrants. And look, I've been partially on that bandwagon. I told y'all I used to work at a factory. A lot of immigrants, some of them I knew were, and you know what I'm saying, just because somebody don't speak English don't necessarily mean they're a, quote, illegal immigrant. But I knew some of these people, you know, did not come in here the way that we would like them to come in. Some of them came in as, you know, what people would call undocumented or illegal immigrants. And I was like, man, they taking people's jobs. They taking people's jobs. I did think about this. I thought about this. I said, when those people was taking people's jobs, when those people were taking people's jobs, it was a meatpacking plant, Scott. You don't know nothing about that life. You don't know nothing about that life. Don't even try to talk about it. You don't know nothing about it. All right? Only the real G's know about meatpacking plant life. You know, some of y'all worked in nice heated factories and you know, all out there with short sleeves on working, you know. But some of us had it hard. We worked in a refrigerator or a freezer, so no matter how hot it was or how cold it was, we was always cold because we worked in a freezer. You don't know nothing about that life. But they came in, and as I was thinking about it, I don't know that they really took anybody's job. Let me be clear about how I'm saying this, though. Let me be clear about how I'm saying this. If there were only American citizens that were going to be hired in that plant, then you could say they took American jobs. But typically what happened is somebody did something to get fired. Because, again, we were a union shop. We were a union shop. They couldn't just fire you because they felt like it. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't just fire you because they felt like it. Hey, you got on that yellow shirt. I don't like that. You're fired. No. I'd have been all up in the office like, I'm filing a grievance. Don't worry about it, bro. Just go home and chill out. We're going to file that grievance. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? If you don't need the money like that, give it a couple weeks. I don't remember any of these time frames, but we got 14 days to file a grievance. So wait. File that grievance on day number 14. Then they got like 2 weeks to hear the grievance. So wait for them 2 weeks and let people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let them do what they do. Then we got 2 weeks to respond, because you're going to get your job back. And you're going to get back pay for all of these days that you off. So we looking at 6-8 weeks. When they bring you back, you get that 6-8 weeks back pay. So don't even sweat it. Oh, by the way, I was teasing with Scott. Me and Scott worked at this meatpacking plant together. And Scott teasing me, talking about they still trying to settle some of your grievances. Yeah. But so they couldn't just fire you for nothing. So if you got fired, usually, like me, when I got fired for a reason. So whoever they hired in my spot didn't take my job. I kind of gave that job away, you know, involuntarily. So they taking our jobs. Are they really? Or are we giving up jobs and they're replacing those jobs with them, which some people would still say is taking our jobs. I understand that way of thinking. I just don't necessarily agree with it all the way. And Because I remember Trump saying something about the illegal immigrants. David said, did I work at Queen City Sausage or Elmer Hensler? No, I worked at, it was Copass at the time that I worked there. Did we switch over to John Morrell while I was there? I think we switched over to John Morrell while I was there. And then it switched over to, I think, Smithfield. I don't know what it is now. It's still in the same spot. But no, that was where I worked. What was I saying? I'm sorry, you threw me off. Whoever asked me that question. David, you threw me off. I don't remember what I was saying. But I think my point in all of this is we are, some of us, some of y'all, that's all right, David. Some of y'all are flipping out about immigrants. Some of y'all just use it as a crutch. I'll be honest. You're having an argument, a debate, an exchange of ideas that don't necessarily align with one another. And you seem to be coming up short. Your facts have maybe been disproven. Your logic has maybe been quite adequately challenged. And you got nothing else. You don't want to go to calling people names. But sometimes you do anyway. You don't want to go to calling people names. So you go to screaming, immigrants. Some of y'all use it as a crutch. But some people actually have really harsh feelings. Oh, here's where I was going with it. I remember Donald Trump saying, I heard Donald Trump saying, or let me say, I saw a recording of Donald Trump saying, because I wasn't there in person. The illegal immigrants is taking black jobs. It's taking black and Latino jobs. And I can't necessarily co-sign that. I can't necessarily co-sign that. It feels like the same thing that I've heard that was said about black people. I've heard they used to say that about black people. They didn't want us in certain areas because we was going to take their jobs. They didn't want us in certain fields because we were going to take their jobs. And of course, they women. They didn't want, and when I hear that, that's what I hear. Like, oh no, I'm not against immigrants. I don't hate immigrants. I think everybody got a right to come here, but you know they come in here to take your job. You know they all criminals. You know that they all in gangs. You know that they, and it's like, whoa. Because anybody can say, oh, I don't mind. I ain't got nothing against them. But then when the next word out of your mouth is some nonsense against them, why are they getting benefits? And I always wonder, so here's what you would like. You want these people to come over here. Well, I know you don't want them to come over here. You'd rather they just stay home and get killed. That would make you happy. But since they're going to come over here, you want these people to come over here and just be homeless on the street? You want them to go into cities and just be on the street homeless? And that would make you feel good? To just drive down the street and look out the car? Homeless essay over there. Should have kept his ass in Mexico. Why they get benefits and we don't get no benefits? And again, there's an argument to be made that the government, even though this stuff is just, there's a lot of, there are people who don't believe the government should help people. I don't believe the government should be giving people handouts. I don't believe the government should be helping people. Okay. They give immigrants some assistance. They need to give that money to black people. But you don't want them to give it to black people. You don't believe black people should get help from the government. So your problem ain't that they should get that money to black. There's an argument to be made for that, but I don't think that you have the standing to make that argument if you also make the argument that black people shouldn't accept funds from the government, shouldn't accept assistance from the government. I don't think you can make the argument that, the government should do more for black people. I think some people use that as an excuse, as a way of saying, I'm really not against, I don't want to sound racist against them. So if I sound racist against us, and then I flip it so that I can be double racist against them, the double negative, it cancels each other out and it becomes a positive. But there's an argument to be made. The government, yes, the government should help black people more. I'm sorry, y'all put a lot of black people in the positions that they're in. I know we all got choices, you know what I'm saying? We not 5 years removed from slavery and so on and so forth, and we've all made choices. I reject a portion of that argument. There's a portion of that argument that I reject. Because we all know that people, and this is whoever, people in a system, they kind of move in that system. And you get rare opportunities where people can break out of that system. But the fact that it's not just the norm means that it might not be as easy as, you might want it to seem like. So, to act like, well, we all got the choice and everybody can start a business and everybody can become the president, and everybody can become a millionaire, and everybody can become this. That sounds good to say. That sounds good to say. But it's not the reality. Let me go to the phone. Twin.
What's up, young blood?
How you doing, old blood?
Just chilling, man. About to go celebrate my mama's birthday.
All right.
Yeah, man. Hey, so you got on your yellow shirt, man.
Yeah.
Hope them bees don't be around you and stuff. You start swatting and everything.
I don't think bees are necessarily attracted to yellow.
That's that high yellow, too. What's up with you, E-Man?
Oh, not much, man. Just talking. Just talking.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, E-Man.
Yes, sir.
You just mentioned something. Hey, reason why black folks crying about that, especially where I'm come from, E-Man, is because, hold on, how y'all go do this and do that? When we ask for something, it's a no. But y'all jump ship right away when they come over here and everything else. Open up shop and everything in our own city, and we've been here. That's how black folks, especially in Chicago, how they using and they being mistreated. But let me tell you, I grew up around Latinos. And Latinos is basically almost black people stuff. They with us. But we look at the Mexicans a little bit different from where I grew up at and everything. But that's how black people from Chicago look at it right now, man. We've been here in the hood and everything, and our neighborhood, and y'all move them up in here, and when we ask y'all for something, it's a problem. But as soon as they come over here, hey, you get public housing, shelter, and everything else.
But may I ask you a question?
What, man?
Will you answer the question if I ask it?
It depends on how you answer.
Okay.
Hey,
Do black people get assistance in Chicago?
you're not getting the point, man. You're not getting. So
See,
you want to be?
hold on. No.
You didn't hear what I just said,
Because
man.
I asked you if I could ask you a question and would you answer it?
That's a stupid question.
No, it's
you
a
asked.
simple
When
question. It's a simple question.
I just told you the answer, man.
So no black people.
Have-
So black people don't get assistance in Chicago.
Everybody get assistance, man. When you fall down, don't somebody assist you to get up? If
Yeah.
your wife was right there, or somebody like, you okay, baby? Don't she assist you? She needs your assistance, right? To get up, if you can't help yourself, right?
I'm not sure what you're talking
When you
about.
in when you in the bed eating them ginger cookies and everything, she assists you to wipe the crumbs off the bed when you probably don't feel like it, right?
No.
When you don't want to feel like getting your Kool-Aid or whatever,
I'm not
she'll
sure
go get it for you.
what are we talking about? I'm asking, does the government in Chicago, do people in Chicago get assistance with places to live? Do they get assistance with food? Do black people in Chicago get assistance in that way?
Did you see that girl on the other day on TV when she was crying for Section 8 and she don't know what she go do and all that? That black girl downtown in Cincinnati. Did you see that on the news?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
So why is she crying for assistance, but the Mexican come here, hey, here y'all go. You go this card too.
You do realize you did not answer my question, right?
I'm about to get back to your answer. Your question when you give me a chance. I'm trying to tell you it's the same thing, man.
But you could just answer the question. You could say, yes, black people in Chicago get assistance. But, Emanuel, you could answer the question and then expound on it. So, but the answer don't align with the message that you're trying to put out. So you really don't want to answer the question because you know what the answer is. And then you got a good idea what the follow-up is because there's a certain logic that we're working on.
I gotta play like you play.
Stop trying to be like me.
And everything. No, you gotta give me the whole third degree when I ask you something, and then you try to break it down. When it comes to
I just answered I answered the question.
I was just saying, you know damn well they get assisted. So why would you ask me that? Stop playing, man.
I would ask you that. I would ask you that to make the point.
The point is.
The point. Hold on. No. The point is. No. I got the floor. This is my show. And the point and the point is that just like black people get assistance, you keep saying it like, why they giving these immigrants assistance, but they won't help black people? But you know that they do help a whole lot of black people.
Emmanuel. You don't see, if you was in that situation or you're around people and stuff, you would know what I'm talking about. But for you to speak on something that you don't know about and you ain't never been around, you can't speak for people, man, because people in Cincinnati don't cry like that. The people in Chicago get on the news. They go down there to City Hall, raise hell. You don't see that in Cincinnati. You don't see that in Cincinnati.
So what?
Stop playing.
So what?
What do you mean, so what?
So what?
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't have to. Look, you don't have to be in Chicago. You don't have to be in Chicago to understand what immigrants do and that immigrants get assistance. You don't have to be in Chicago to comprehend that.
Hold on, nigga. Hold on. Cause people like y'all pump fake and stuff, y'all don't know shit.
Just because you in Chicago, just because you know people in Chicago, don't mean that you have a corner on the market of understanding assistance for immigrants.
Come on, Emmanuel. I want to see how do they really get down like that, Emmanuel. I went out west to see how it is, man. I went to the Wild Hunt to see how it is. Come on, Emmanuel. I just don't be speaking, I just really want to see how these motherfuckers really getting down.
Sometimes you do just be speaking to be speaking.
No, motherfucker, I'm telling you the truth.
I'm
goofy.
telling you the truth.
Shit.
Black
You
people,
always speak.
black
No,
people
man,
get
Emanuel,
assistance
Emanuel.
in Chicago. So stop saying black people don't. They giving assistance to them immigrants, but black people can't get no help. Black people are getting help like a little baby here. I can't cuss with you.
I'm sorry.
Black
I'm sorry,
people,
little baby. I'm sorry, little baby.
She ain't paying no
Hey, we ain't
attention. She
gonna
all
do
the way
that.
on the
We
other
ain't gonna
side
do
of the
that.
room. But
We ain't
black
gonna do that.
people,
Shorty right there, baby girl right there, man. I don't like that.
Black people get assistance.
Hey, yo, baby right there, man.
She over on the other side of the room.
Did she hear me?
She can't hear you, but she would have heard me if I would have said what I was about to say.
All right, man. I'm gonna keep that volume down. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. Around
But
the kids.
but look, twin. My point is,
no,
you
man. Let me
keep
tell
saying,
you, man.
you,
Reason
hold
why
on,
they crying.
I'm gonna give you the floor.
Okay, go
but
ahead.
Let me say, you and people who feel like you keep saying that black people can't get no assistance, but they helping these immigrants. Immigrants come in and they get a place to live, but
Man,
black
you don't
people can't.
understand,
I thought
man.
you was going. I had the floor, right? And then I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Please don't interrupt me. Black people get assistance just like immigrants get assistance. So stop trying to play these black people versus immigrant games. We don't need more people encouraging people to hate other people because of the color of their skin.
Let me tell you something, man. It's not about that. It's not about that, E, man. This is why I'm screaming, man. Black folks in Chicago, and you had a building down there that's been gone for forever. Here come the immigrants. Now they got a whole warehouse built, state of the art and everything else, man, for these people. But when we tried to get a grocery store up there, a skate rink or something like that, it was a no-no. So all of a sudden they come over here and this building been down 50 years and y'all put a barbed wire fence around here and everything and move them in. Come on, man. That's what Chicago's screaming about. Why is it that I can't get this, but as soon as they come, they get an ASAP? That's what Chicago's screaming. They not worried, but Chicago ain't worried about no immigrants and all that. If anything, they still go get their money and move around. It's the point is that why y'all, Mayor Johnson and all y'all, let this shit jump off when we been trying to do something. But y'all go build this for them, and we been trying to get this building, but y'all say y'all can't do nothing. That's what they screaming about. They ain't worried about no damn immigrants. Because Chicago, them black folks in Chicago ain't gonna never let them immigrants take over like that. It's the point that y'all put these motherfuckers, and y'all try to close our center, and y'all put these motherfuckers in there. I don't believe in homeless and all that. I think everybody should have a fair share, man.
Except the immigrants.
No, you ain't hear. I said everybody should have a white, black, brown.
I heard you say everybody should, but your complaint is that
but
immigrants have it.
But when you come in my city and you come in my neighborhood and give me that fuck shit, that's what the fuck you go fuck around and find out. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Chicago don't care about the immigrants, man. It's just the way y'all played us like suckers, man. That's how black folks see it in any city.
That is such a contradiction. Your statements contradict each other.
You don't understand.
No, I do understand. You don't understand.
So you get on here and pump fake want to be a comedian.
You don't understand.
Podcast,
and you get on here want to be a hard boy and don't understand.
No, man. No, you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. You can't even understand that you're contradicting yourself.
No, man.
Yes.
You say the black. No, you try to imitate like the black folks said they get more than everything. No, it's not like that. It's just how y'all played them motherfuckers, man. Mayor Johnson and all that. You knew it.
Where do you want them to place them that would be okay with you?
I don't care where the hell they place them at, man.
Apparently you do. You complaining about where they placed them. How do you say, well, why they put them there, but I don't care where they put them? Well, why they giving them stuff, but I don't care what they get?
Hey,
well,
man,
why they get somewhere to live, but I don't want them homeless?
Hey, man,
that's a contradiction.
If I come from like say Cleveland, and I don't know nobody, I just want to get away. I got a couple of $100 in my pocket. My first thing is like, damn, I don't know nobody since then what I'm going to do. My first killer instinct, damn, might as well find me a cheap hotel and everything and try to, I'll have my shit mastered and planned. When they knew they was crossing when the government knew what they was doing, man, this been planning. way before COVID. Man, they knew what was happening. They slept on it and everything. They knew what was happening, man. But man, you should have a mindset. They should have said, hey, we know this coming, but we got to have a backup plan. They knew it was coming, man. All that COVID and all that shit, they knew it was coming.
Well,
and they try to play us, man. I don't trust none of them, man.
There's been immigrants here for a long time. Okay,
of course, man. So this ain't nothing new,
right? So you keep saying it like they knew it was coming before COVID. It's been here.
Okay, but it just they didn't expect all them people. Shit, they big immigrants be crossing the border.
So what do you want them to do? So what do you want them to do?
Man, I don't know what to do. Shit, this whole thing, you know what was messed up about this situation, man? This COVID and this damn election. This got people going back and forth. Hey, just like me and you on some goofy stuff when we should be talking about something else.
What should we be talking about? What should we be talking about? What should we be talking about?
When my son and all that, how he can play football, my daughter to go to what college she need to go to or something like that, how to manage our money better or something like that.
Wait, you want me to talk about your son playing football?
I'm just saying, man, this election, man, got us all discombobulated.
So
mad at each other.
So we shouldn't pay any attention to the election.
Man, they gonna put whoever they select before they elect you, man.
So you really believe we should pay no attention to elections?
It's up to God, man. What he go do? Yeah, God knows everything.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
And then you know the reason why things happening, man, because they go against that Bible. That's why things happen.
Don't the Bible kind of speak about giving homeless people a place to live and feeding people who are hungry? Don't the Bible talk about that?
It speak about that.
Right. But so why would you be against it? Because they're immigrants.
I'm not against it, man. I didn't say I was against it, man. It's just the people. But I'm against what they do. If listen here, if my community been doing good and everything, and you want to turn that community center or whatever that we've been going on since my grandma been living and everything, you want to turn it into a homeless shelter, that's not right. You should have had some of that money that government gave years ago to build it somewhere else. That's not right just to tear my stuff down. Where we go now?
But you said, hold on, but just to be clear.
Man, it's hard to explain to your ass because you don't understand. If you ain't never been there, man.
Hold on, just to be clear, you said, they tore the place down and y'all was trying to get a skating rink built. And
I didn't say that. I just saying. I didn't say that. Like I mean, they probably go build a skating rink. They was something that was there, a grocery store or something. But
didn't. Where did I get skating rink from if you didn't say it?
See, that's your damn problem. You don't listen.
I listen. No, the problem is I actually listen. You brought up a skating rink. How would I have known that anybody was trying to get a skating rink? You brought it up.
I said they probably was go put a grocery store right there, or a skating rink or something like that. Like, no, it's been down too long. Hey, we gonna put these homeless people right there. That's what they did, man.
That sounds reasonable.
There ain't no damn reasonable shit. When somebody
how is that not reasonable? A skating rink or somewhere for homeless people to actually live.
No,
I picked the homeless people having a home every day over the skating rink.
Hey. If I've been trying to turn that into a community center or a grocery store, a skating rink or something like that, I'm just speaking, or anything, but you said you turned me down. But as soon as they ask for something, here come a barbed wire fence or whatever, and a new brand damn build they renovated and everything else. Come on, Emanuel.
Okay.
Quit playing stupid, man.
I'm not.
You know what the hell I'm talking. Yeah, you trying to talk, man.
I really don't.
Extra sometimes.
I really don't. I really don't. I did listen.
Man, you be cool.
And when I listened and repeated what you said I made it up. So
yeah, you was cool the other day. Then made me cry. Now you acting all extra today. Make up your mind. Your two-faced ass. For real, man. Get off there, man. You a cool dude, man. Square for a fair neutron, man. Don't care what nobody. You don't get no taller, man. But man, you need to get off that goofy stuff sometimes. Be serious, man.
You're right.
I can talk that wide and stuff, but I don't know how to take you serious though, man.
I'm the goofy
really
one.
Don't.
Just listen to what I say. If you just listen,
I listen to it, but you
didn't.
You don't. you try to educate somebody, then you try to twist the whole thing. You went from the Webster Dictionary to the Encyclopedia to Wikipedia, all them Peter, and everything. Man, it's crazy.
I like the pedias.
Man, I don't mean to say it like that, because you said some foul stuff yesterday.
What did
Some digglings and some
What?
out sucking. Some crazy nasty stuff you said
What are
yesterday.
you talking about?
Then you turned around and say you finger people on the roller coaster. I'm like, man, what the heck? Yeah. So what are they? You probably the one that got that Ferris wheel thing. Come here, baby. What that at? He sleep? Where he at?
Oh boy.
What he doing?
Oh my goodness.
Tayana in there?
Go on handle that.
That's all right. I'll get it.
Go on handle that.
I need help right quick. Grab me back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what you said. Yeah, it is. Grab it in front. Yeah, you know what you said yesterday, man.
I'm not even sure what you're talking about, sir.
You know what I was talking about. That's why that Ferris wheel downtown Cincinnati they took away because of your nasty butt. Want to play itchy, scratchy KFC freaking looking good, man. Go on with that, man.
Oh.
So I had to get that up. But yeah, man. That's all them people in Chicago was focusing on. That's all they mad about, though, for real talk.
I know.
Because they love the immigrants. That's all I grew up around. I ain't know no white folks out moving Mississippi, man. To be honest. So, yeah, that's all. All right, you have a good day, man. I'll keep on listening, man.
All right,
Yo,
twin.
extra ass.
That's twin. Y'all be getting too worked up over the stuff. It ain't that serious. But yeah, you can't 1 minute say, I don't believe in homelessness, but they shouldn't give them immigrants no place to live. And am I only? Sometimes I just like to make sure that I'm not like going crazy. He brought up the skating rink, didn't he? I didn't just pull that out of the air. That was said. And then I repeated it back. Right? I'm just checking. Like, for real, I'm checking. I didn't pull that out of nowhere. He said a skating rink. Right? I'm waiting for the answer now. Because, I know I'm about 15 seconds behind. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he brought up the skate. Okay. I should be checking. Because y'all know I get accused of putting words in people's mouth and, saying people said stuff that they didn't say. I get accused of that all the time. When mostly what I do is I repeat back to you what you said, and then when you hear it back, you're like, that's ridiculous. Why you say that? And I be like, because you said it. I didn't say nothing about no skate rink. You did. But I'm used to it. It happens all the time. But every once in a while, because he was really resolute that he didn't mention a skating rink. And I'm like, I was falling for it, like, when the brother be like, it wasn't me. But I saw you that wasn't me. But that wasn't me. Maybe it wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? I fell for it. I didn't say nothing about no skating rink. Maybe he didn't say nothing about no skating rink. Maybe I thought about Golden Skates or Roller World, So, okay. Just checking. Thank y'all. But, yeah. You can't have it really all three ways. This is how the immigrant screamers are trying to have it. And believe it or not, a lot of times they're pretty effective at this. On one side, well, really what they start with is there'll be a conversation about how black people shouldn't take assistance and shouldn't be looking for the government to give them nothing and should just, be self-sufficient. The government ain't there to help you. The government ain't here to do this for you. The government don't owe you nothing. You need to stand up on your own. And, white privilege don't exist. You got to get up and you got to get it. And we all got decisions. And, slavery was 400 years ago and it don't matter no more. And, we got to move on from that. That's a conversation. Black people shouldn't ask the government for nothing. Okay. Then, I got nothing against immigrants. I'm not against immigrants at all. Immigrants are all right with me. I don't mind them coming over here. I don't mind them doing this. They work even harder than black people. They do better work than black people. They can put all the black people out of business. Black people ain't no good. Black people this and black people that. Okay. So black people shouldn't ask for nothing. And you love immigrants. But then once they start losing an argument, we are being invaded by this menace, by this enemy. They're coming in and they're taking all our jobs, and the government is doing stuff for them that they should be doing for black people. Remember earlier, black people shouldn't ask the government for nothing. Shouldn't ask the government for nothing. But, the government giving something to the immigrants. They should get at the black people. But I love the immigrants. But they shouldn't get nothing. I don't want to see nobody homeless. They gave the immigrants somewhere to live. They shouldn't get them nowhere to live. They don't give black people nowhere to live. Well, they do. Well, black people shouldn't be accepting it anyway. But they should give them more. Like, when you put it all together, it really doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. So just make up your mind. You're I hate to use like clinical terms and stuff like that, because I know that my and our understanding of some of these mental diagnoses are just flawed. But if I say it, then people understand what I mean, but I don't really mean it in some clinical, diagnostic way. Stop being schizophrenic. You're schizophrenic when it comes to what the government should and shouldn't do, and whether or not you like immigrants, and whether they should be here, and whether they should be allowed to go and be here, and whether or not they should get help, or whether they should be homeless, and all that kind of stuff. It's all depend on which argument you want to win today. Now, look, just to be clear where I sit with it. I'm trying to think it through, because I don't want to say stuff that, kind of sound. I don't want to be schizophrenic with what I'm about to say either. Even though I fear I might be a little bit. But not to that extent. Not to that extent. I don't mind. I think if anything, the government owes black people in this country a whole lot. Promises have been, but wrongs were done, atrocities were done, and they got centuries of labor that as a nation, the nation benefited from it immensely. And the people who did the labor didn't benefit really at all. So I believe the government owes black people, descendants of American slaves. I know that's inappropriate too. They were not slaves. They were, what's the term? Enslaved, or whatever. So I believe the government, for real, it owes black people. I'm a person who believes black people should get reparations. Even though I know we shouldn't get reparations, because all we do is just spend it all. I'm not a big proponent of just let it go. Nobody else just lets anything go. Nobody else, well, maybe somebody else somewhere does. But in America, people don't just let it go. Heck, Jewish people still talking about the Holocaust. I never hear nobody say, damn, Jewish people, just let that shit go. I never hear people say that. Well, okay, I hear like some really racist people say that. But just in general, I don't hear people say that. But I hear a lot of people. I've never heard a Jewish person tell Jewish people, just let it go. I've never heard that. And I can't say that ain't never happened, but I've never heard it. I can't tell you the amount of black people that I've heard tell black people to just let slavery go. Jewish people say never again. That means we holding on to this stuff forever. How long? How long we gonna hold on to that? Ever? Why don't y'all let it go? What? What? Anti-Semitic? Anti-Semitic? So I don't have a problem even with the little drips. Here's some wick. You know what I'm saying? And look, don't get me wrong. I understand that most people on these government assistance programs are not black. People will have you believe that they are, but they're not. But I'm not against black people taking advantage of government programs, in particular when they need them. And I saw where Myosha, I almost said Moesha. I saw where Myosha said, I don't think we should get reparations in the form of money. I'd take no taxes of any kind for 50 years and land. Give me money, I can buy some land. Give me money. Let me go to the phone. Caller.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was calling to give a little words on what you were speaking on.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Tyrone Hunter.
Tyrone?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, what's on your mind? Hold on. You got me on the speakerphone.
Oh, let me take you off speaker.
Thank you.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm doing good. What's on your mind?
I wanted to say, I agree with what you were saying. It's been a long time since any black people got anything. We just keep losing, and we've been losing for over 600 years now. And I feel that we deserve reparations.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And you know, I'm a hardworking man. I take care of my family, and I feel that you know, all of us won't just go out and waste money. Some of us will get businesses and take care of our family members, help the homeless and all that. They just stereotype black people to where just stereotype us to where they always just negative. And I just think there's a lot of black people out here that's doing good stuff who just need a little help.
Yeah. I agree. And we need some systems to change, even though there are people who will have you believe that racism doesn't exist anymore. But we need some systems to change as well.
Far as the racism, it does exist. It never went nowhere. They still teaching the ideology to kids, and it's sad to say, but like I tell everybody, it's some good white people out there. All white people are not bad. All white people don't hate black people. It's That's just true. That we just had a bad, as unfair advantage to where, like you said, They got rich off of our blood, sweat and tears, picking cotton, and 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 we never got anything from it. Even the little 40 acres and a mule that we were supposed to get, like I say, I know all about this because my grandmother was born in 1914. Her mother picked cotton. They from Mississippi. The wealth that my grandmother did receive for the 40 acres and a mule, once they was free, a lot of slave owners started killing their slaves. So a lot of my uncles that was down south in Mississippi fled. They killed a couple of my cousins, hung them. My grandma, she fled to Ohio. A lot of my other aunties fled to Chicago during that time. So, like I say, I know the migrants deserve a fair chance, but we deserve a fair chance too. We've been here our whole lives. I work hard. I'm a man of God. I have kids. Everything is going up but our wages. And I think it's unfair to just stereotype all black people as just that we're going to go out and buy Gucci and Fendi and Jordans and crap. No, we won't. My thinking is, if they gave me some money, right now, I would go buy a bank, something that black people don't have, a hospital, something black people don't have that we need, our own. We need our own everything. Because, like, I don't say we have to divide, but we need our own everything. Why we don't have no black hospitals? Why there's no black banks? Why we don't own gas stations? Like I say, we got to start doing, it's 2024, and we got to start doing for ourselves and taking care of ourselves, loving each other, stop all this killing. I'm tired of getting killed. I'm tired of seeing cops killing us. I'm just tired of the death. We all should just love each other, build each other up. We got Jay-Z's and we got these Floyd Mayweathers that got all this money. They can help build more millionaire black people. Like I say, we just got to stick together, love each other, and stay away from the bull crap.
Okay. All
but
right.
I love your show. And it's just we just been treated unfair for all this time. Now we got two presidents. I don't know. Who is to vote for? Who really gonna actually help us? Trump is really, he don't like us for real. And then you got Kamala. I really don't know. It's just right now. It's just hard for everybody. Like I tell everybody, I got friends who work. They make nice, but they ain't been to the grocery store in 7 to 8 months because they can't go spend $400 or $500 on groceries. They have to sacrifice Duke and rent and kids, uniform, shoes. I think it's unfair, and I think if they did do reparations and gave everybody a nice share, like I tell everybody, we are the economy. We is the economy. Last year we spent $8.4 trillion last year, just black people. We is the economy. We go buy the cars, the homes, the fancy clothes. We will fix the economy. If it's a recession and they gave us all money, who gonna fix the economy? Us. We've been fixing the economy since the end of times. And one thing I tell everybody, black people need to wake up and know we the one. If it ain't we the chosen people, we the one. Elevators. Them making it took 4 black women to get them to space. Like I tell them, we are the ones. We just gotta. It's too many of us that's too educated, too smart, and we going through all this turmoil. Going through all this turmoil for all these years.
Tyrone?
From whites only back. Yes, sir.
Can I explore a couple of things that you said?
Yes, sir.
First, this was really intriguing. You said you have friends
Yes,
who
sir.
work and they make decent
Yes,
money,
sir.
but they haven't been to
Yes,
the
sir.
grocery store in 8 months.
Yes, sir.
How they eating?
Well, day by day, if you do day by day, people spending $30, $40 a day instead of going and
Hey, that's what
with
you
a
should,
lump sum of cash and
you
buying
should just
groceries.
take a lump sum of cash and tell your friends, don't spend $30, $40 a day. Just go to the grocery
sir.
store, because you can for $30, $40, you can get something to eat at the grocery store and go home and, you know what I'm saying? If you shop a little wise, you can get
Yes,
2
sir.
days of, meals for that.
Yes, sir.
You also said, because you started out saying, if they give us reparations, people act
Yes,
like
sir.
we just gonna spend it all, and just
Right.
blow it. But then at the
Right.
same time, you said, we are the economy, and if you give us some money, we gonna spend it. So
Yeah, they can spend it.
that kind of confused me a little bit.
What I was saying as far as spending it is like we will, because everybody don't think about going to need 1,000 pair of Jordans or Gucci, Fendi, all that stuff. As far as I say, going to spending it, for it's people I know that finish their college, pay their college off, get them a home that's not where it's shootings and a lot of drama going on. Finally, buy their car that's not breaking down every 15 minutes. They gonna spend the money, or either helping their grandma paying their bills up. They gonna spend it. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily it's gonna be bad. But
Okay.
like I say, if it's in our hand, what we do with it, we spend it.
Okay. Do you believe?
That's all I'm saying.
Let's
Yes,
just
sir.
say, hypothetically, okay? Reparations. And let's say we're all
Yes, sir.
fairly wise with our money, right? Like one of the things I would do,
Right.
I would buy a house.
Correct. Right. Me too.
So my daughter wouldn't then have to buy a house. My granddaughter wouldn't have to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pass it down so they can save their house money and they can live in that house. And so they could save
Right,
their
right. That's
reparations
smart.
money and invest it, blah, 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 and do other things. Invest in those black banks and black hospitals and stuff like that, like a black health network. Because believe it, hospitals make a lot of money. So,
Right.
it's like a black health network, or if that's what they wanted to do. But, all right, so I buy this nice house, but, and I got to be a little stereotypical here just so you understand what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
But Ray gonna buy a house too, right?
Right.
Every once in a while, Ray gonna buy a house, and Ray house might be next to my house. So now Ray
Right.
and his boys, they gonna be out there shooting up.
Right.
Will getting this money, how could, as a community, as a people,
Right.
how can, because money don't automatically change your mindset. What can
Correctly.
we do to change the mindset
Right.
once we get the money or before we get the money? Do the money come with like some classes, or do you just get a check in the mail and you like, hey, I got my money? How do we work that?
That is a good idea. A great question. And I figure, for as them Ray type people, I think they should have classes. I think everybody should get classes anyway, because it would be good to have for anybody to manage their money.
Agreed.
So they know what a checking account is, what a saving account is, what a stock or bond is, what stocks are. I think a class would be good for a person, so they'll know actually what they can do with their money, how to build their money, how to grow their money, and everything. So I really do agree with what you say. I mean, why not? I mean, if you really need this money and you go ahead.
I get financial literacy classes would be great, but what about the other
Right.
stuff? You know what I'm saying? The wilding and all of that kind of stuff. What about that?
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing that because people like that, it's just hard for them to grow up. So it's just real hard to say about if Ray gonna buy a $300,000 home and tear it up and bring your property value down. I see what you're saying. And he bumping all the loud music, drinking, and shooting, and yeah, I see that. I see your point of view on that. I just think them type of people, they gonna have to grow up. People got to change, and it's sad to say, like, as far as them type of people that don't want to grow up and be adult and be grown, I just don't know what to say about them type people. It's just idiocy the stupidity to me. As you done past 30 on up, that you don't want to have better and live in a nice area where there's no noise and you're not, everything is nice and peaceful. Everything working. I don't know. I don't know about them people. It's hard to change people like that who don't want to better themselves. I know people like that. I grew up around them people. They just satisfied for what they have, and it's just terrible. I always, since I've been a kid, I always thought people wanted better, but I know people. Everybody don't want better. Some people love living in the ghetto and being poor and not having nothing, and it's just sad to say. It's just sad to say, and they'll just get left behind. And that's just how it would be. Some people just got to grow up, change, become better.
Well, Tyrone, look, I appreciate you calling. I really do.
I appreciate you. I love talking to you.
All right, call back sometime.
All right, anytime, Mr. Livingston. You have a blessed day.
You do the same. All right, that was Tyrone on the phone with Tyrone. Y'all know I had to say that. I had to say it. I would have been wrong if I didn't say it. And I saw where Nate said, and I want to address it. Nate, oh, come on, scroll. We have such a negative view of other black people. Self-hatred is real. No. Well, I mean, yes, but no. I don't think that's what was happening. Look, the same thing happens with white people. There are white people who could use classes and all of that stuff too. Do Jews think and talk negatively about their own people? Yes, there are Jewish people who criticize other Jewish people. There are Asians who criticize other Asians. Yes. Everybody does it because to some degree, to that degree, everybody's in that same boat. Every race, every group has some people who get it and a few people who don't. And we want the few who don't to get it. But they frustrate us that they don't. It happens in every group. Yes, it does. It does. And he wasn't talking about it. I brought it up. Tyrone wasn't talking about it. It was me that brought it up. Janice says, but not in the open. Yes, they do. In the open. I don't know where y'all be. I don't even have a lot of Jewish friends. But I hear Jewish people talking about other Jewish people. I hear Asian people talking about other Asian people. And I only got like 4 Asian friends. Well, friends is, loosely. 4 Asian people that I spend any amount of time around. So yes, I do. I hear to me, if anything, that's the self-hate that I hear. Almost everything that black people do that's negative, there are some black people that think that it's only black people who do it. Janice, you can go on YouTube and see stuff like that is good for stuff. Go on YouTube, which is public, and you can hear Asian people criticizing other Asian people. You can hear Jewish people having broad and open discussions, being critical of other Jewish people. It really does exist. It's some Asian dude, I just had a thought of doing something that was so bad. Just the thought of it was so bad I had to stop. Somewhere, there's some Asian dude doing a live stream. Sea breeze. Some Asian dude doing a live stream talking about the Asian people who ain't getting it together and how they make them look bad. Somewhere there's some Jewish dude doing a live stream talking about the Jewish people who can't get it together, who make them look bad. We are not the only ones who do it. We're not. I'm telling you, we are not. Please get that out of our heads that we're the only people who criticize ourselves. That's not true. It's not true. They do it privately, and they do it publicly. We just don't, a lot of us, I can't say all of us, because, I'll be seeing it, but a lot of us, we just don't pay no attention to it, because we feel like it don't affect us. And it's not blown up and magnified and, put in our face. Emanuel Chin is doing the afternoon experiment with Emanuel Chin, and he's talking about those daggone Asian people who can't get it together. It's happening. Emanuel Livingston, somewhere, he's doing a show about how these other Jewish people can't get it together. What can we do about them? Trust me. But I don't know. I hear all of the stuff because I was mainly talking about immigrants still. But I hear all of the stuff about immigrants, and again, look, I'm different. I would love to see a world like where we tear down borders. I know it's a bad thing to say, but I would love to see a world where we tear down borders and we're, one world and not nations next to each other trying to keep people out and all that kind of stuff. Now that's sappy Pollyanna stuff. But I say that though to say I'm not having a problem with the immigrants coming. I'm not having a problem with helping the immigrants when they get here. You here once they take your job. Based on y'all definition, they already have. And I still don't have a problem with them. I still don't have a problem with them. I try to put myself as best I can in their shoes. Something happens. And I got to flee America. They after me. They gonna get little baby. If I stay here, they gonna get her. They gonna take her. They gonna put her into some human trafficking, some child sex slavery or something like that. I'm leaving. Me and that little baby are going to Canada, and I don't know nobody in Canada. I don't know how we gonna make it, but we sure the hell getting out of America. And if I get there and I got to be homeless, then it is what it is. But if I get there, hopefully somebody is like, you know what? He is fleeing. He is seeking asylum. Get that man somewhere to live and some food to eat. Help him get a job. We'll work the rest of it out. Get that man and his granddaughter some food to eat. Give them somewhere to sleep that's safe. Help them get a job. We'll figure the rest out later. Don't call me no invader. He's invading. He's trying to take your job. Bro, I'm trying to get away from that. And I'm sorry that it's better here for me. don't hate me because I need help. So that's why I try to put myself in their shoes, again, as best as I can. And I'm walking around, people looking at me, hating me. Speak French, nigga. You know, I'm like, but I don't know French. I'm sorry. We. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. Hockey. You know, don't hate me because I'm trying to make a better life for her. And of course, I would hope it would never come to that, of course, but I just hear so many people and so much of this rhetoric about immigrants. It frustrates the heck out of me. Brent,
Hey, what's going on, E-Man?
how you doing?
Oh, I'm all right, all right. Yeah, dealing with the topic, dealing with the immigrants. Yeah, for those who believe in the Bible, and especially with those evangelical Christians who just hate immigrants, you got New Testament and Old Testament scriptures, that tells you, don't be mistreating immigrants or foreigners because one, you may be entertaining angels unaware, and on the other, it tells you don't mistreat them and to treat them like family. So it's, for folks to be that, goodness, and some of, to a certain extent, just being hateful to them, just because they don't look like them, don't talk like them, because some folks still get pissed at people using their native tongue when they talk. Because sometimes they don't want to know they don't want you to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep that an A and B conversation, and you being nosy. So just leave them jokers alone, and they'll be all right. But what's I not saying? Yeah. So in with that, what Twin was talking about, yes, he did mention roller coasters. Not roller coasters. He mentioned
Skating rinks. Yeah.
He did mention skating rinks before he went from 1 to a billion. Yeah, he definitely shot off like a rocket. But Twin almost, and people who talk like that almost makes it sound as if it wasn't for them damn immigrants, they would have built the skating rink or the grocery store or something like that. No, they wouldn't have. They still wouldn't have built it because they still racist. They still racist against black folks. Now, they had to do it from a humanitarian standpoint, but they wasn't building that stuff anyway. It's almost like they see a zero-sum game. So if someone else comes in, that means that you ain't going to have nothing, which isn't the case. Because folks, they're still getting public assistance and everything else. Now, should they have built that community center or built that skating rink already? Yeah, but that doesn't mean they were going to build it because they're saying we ain't got no money because we got to take care of these immigrants. And a lot of these cities are still going back to the federal government to get that assistance too. Yeah, so it's the way the government works is slow and plotting and everything at times, but they're not taking food out of other folks' mouth in order to get it done. But you were talking about earlier, it could have been you, first world problems, that very well could have been you, outdoors with no food or clothes. You could have been all alone, left without a friend, or just another number with a tragic end. That could have been you. Since you don't know the rap songs, I figure you know that one.
That one I know. Did you say Mary Mary?
Well, Mary Mary did the remake. The original was done by Mississippi Mass.
I believe that was Walter Hawkins.
Walter Hawkins? Oh, yeah. Okay. But I always felt that song as if that was almost like with the Pharisees praying, thank God that I'm not like that sinner over there. But oh well. Yeah. But what else here? Oh, the Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about that there were no black banks, which is wrong. One community, one United Bank is a bank I use. Um, it's only online, but they still take my money. I can still move it around wherever I want to and everything. But that's supporting them. There were black hospitals, but a lot of that went away with integration, and they cherry picking out the best of the black doctors and then putting them underneath inexperienced white doctors. But Grady Memorial Hospital, if you want to see a bunch of black people, go to Atlanta, go to Grady Memorial Hospital, and it'll be like a family reunion down there. So that's essentially a black hospital, because that's where most of the black people there who are our age definitely were born in that hospital, because they couldn't get into the rest of them. And was it Dr. William Barber? Have you heard of him?
No, I haven't.
Dr. William Barber, he's from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. He leads an organization called Repairers of the Breach. And he's the closest thing to Martin Luther King Jr. in terms of his push and concern for poor people. He continues to do the Poor People's Campaign. I think every Monday they still go up to D.C. and they have a prayer vigil, and they press the senators, the legislators, to try to get more resources for poor people. But in addition, he not only deals with poor black people, but he deals with poor white people, poor Appalachian people, and he breaks down to them, what is your concern, and this is how your concern can be met. But it can't be met you hating the black man sitting next to you. Guess what? Both of y'all, got dirt floors. Both of y'all ain't got no running water. So might as well team up with your poor brother and sister to be able to, better yourself. And, when you think about what Fred Hampton, and he was only, 21 years old when the cops in Chicago assassinated him. They weren't afraid of him because of his age. They were afraid of him because he was bringing together the Chicanos. He was bringing together black folks. He was bringing together white folks, and that terrified the mess out of him, because folks just don't realize, once we all come together and as one unit, regardless of race, and push forth, that scares the crap out of those folks in power. They want to keep us divided so they can say all the rhetoric that they want to say and keep people divided, even with reparations when it comes to the ADOS folks, where they only want reparations for people like descendants of slaves. Well, you could have immigrated over here, from Nigeria or from the Caribbean, and when you out there on the street, that cop's still gonna beat you over the head because all he sees is a black man or somebody with black skin.
Well,
so,
hold on, Brent. Let me tell you, I am with that. I'm not with reparations for everybody. I'm with reparations for the descendants of slaves.
Well, you can have a varying degree of reparations. I think it just can't be one singular number. We can break down what person gets more money and what person gets less money, but
see, I say if we're gonna do that, it goes to descendants of slaves, and the more money that you've accumulated, the less money you get in reparations. Because you don't need it as bad as somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying Oprah and the like,
Oprah don't need it. Oprah don't need it. Myosha don't need it. But
she should have,
but I need it. So Myosha would get more than Oprah, but significantly less than me.
Yeah, and it should be, there should be options to it. So whether you want the cash, so be it. There's amount for that. Say you want money for down payment for housing or whatever, you got money for that. Say you just want to buy land, you got money for that. Say you want education, you got money for that, or a combination of it. So I don't think there's just one singular form of reparations. But the one thing I'm more concerned of is these white folks now all of a sudden getting these 23andMe and Ancestry.com and saying, look, I'm 5% African American, to try to get in on the reparation. That would be my concern.
Okay.
Folks who just totally ain't never identified,
I hear that.
but trying to get reparations.
I hear
And
that.
that's part of what Ice Cube's contract with Black America, where I agreed with him on, was that you have to essentially identify as black for, at that point in time for 10 years, whether it's on census or whatever it was, and actually, prove that in order to even be qualified, to make the cut in order to determine what type of reparations you would give. So,
All right.
Yeah. I think that is it. That's it.
All right. Hey, Brent.
I watched the wrestling report real quick. I watched AEW last night, but better yet, AEW was watching me, so I can't speak too much of what happened there.
All right.
I woke up and my boys went upstairs. I'm like, oh, it's over? And they're like, yep. Let's do it again, Dad. I'm like, all right, well, I get up early. Y'all be wanting to watch it too late. Y'all know we got to start before 8 o'clock. You want me to sit through everything. But all right, well, you take it easy, and I will talk to you later.
Brent, I appreciate.
Hold on. I got one more thing. Man, what's up with the merch website? What's your excuse for not having it up now?
I just haven't done it. I just haven't
You were
done
supposed to
it.
be having a Labor Day 50% off blowout. Have the use the promo code unconventional hairline.
There's a chance that I might be in a little bit over my head, and so I might have to hire someone, because I have the domain,
Right.
I have the page, I have I can't remember what it is, WordPress, thing. So I have everything. I'm just having some issues figuring out all the technical stuff to put it together to look the way I want it to look. So I might need to hire somebody. I'm just a little in over my head with it. That's really it.
Yeah, because we want to be, I'm sure most of the people who tune in, the regulars want to be able to support you in some type of way, and that's, definitely a way to do it. And look, if you get this up and running within the next month, I will buy 2 sets and give one of them to Rick Jr. once we finally go out to lunch.
All right, so what's today? So as long as I get it up by October 1st. Is that fair? October 1st. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but now I may have to, because I don't know what Rick Jr. looks like, so I don't know whether to get a medium or a triple X.
I've never seen him, but in my mind, he looks special.
So I left my number today for Raven to give to him while he was on the phone with Lincoln. So hopefully he got it. Hopefully he'll give me a call. At first I was like, man, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna sit down. Why am I gonna punish myself? But then I was like, well, I got to do community service, because if I can get Rick Jr. away from his wife for 90 minutes, I'm sure that would do her a world of good. Just trying to.
I'm sure it would. Yes.
All right. October 1st, we got you on tape.
All right, Brent.
All right, take it easy.
All right, that was Brent. You can't beat that. Trying to encourage me. I appreciate it. Okay, let me say this. I was listening to Mr. Wyatt. I don't have many issues with anything Mr. Wyatt said today. I agree with a lot of what he said. But then Drop Squad 52 called in. And he just gave bad information. And I just, look, you can't be mad at me. And then I got to be a joke and a clown and all of that kind of stuff, because I call out bad information. How hard is it, y'all, to say, I think? Is it, before you say whatever it is you say, before you state a thing as a fact that you don't know to be a fact, instead of doing that, just say, I think. I think Manute Bol was 6'4". No, Manute Bol wasn't no 6'4". Manute Bol was whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong. But if I'm telling you for a fact, Manute Bol was 6'4". No, he wasn't. And now you mad at me for telling you that he wasn't what you said that he was? I'm a clown. I'm a joke. Because I think people who give information as factual should actually give factual information. I'm a clown. If you tell me he got 7% of the vote, and right now he's got triple that amount, what's 7 times 3? What's wrong with the word almost? Close to. About. I know, to some of y'all it's a small thing. To some of y'all it's a small thing. But you can't be, calling yourself dropping knowledge or dropping science when it's junk science. And then I'm a clown because I know a little bit of math. Because I know 7 times 3 is 21 and not 19. I'm a clown. I don't understand it. Don't state things as a fact that you don't know to be a fact and then get mad when your fact ain't factual and somebody pointed out. And instead of just saying, you're right, I was wrong. Let's see, now that became the conversation. That didn't have to be the conversation. The conversation could have been, oh, I was wrong. My bad. Bam, now the rest of the conversation goes away. Trying to defend it and make it okay, and well, that wasn't really the point. He a clown, he a joke, he this. You just ignore some people, they ain't worth talking to, and all that kind of stuff. Like, don't be mad at me because of math. And actually, I understand you're not mad at me because of math. The offense is that for some reason, I have the audacity to expect people who claim that they're more knowledgeable than other people and that they're giving out facts to give out actual facts. That's all right. I mean, I'll be a clown. I'll be a clown. I'll be a joke. I'll be that guy that don't want to do nothing but argue. I'll be all that. I'll be all that. But trust me, when your logic don't line up, I'm going to call it out. If I'm listening and if I feel like it, I'm going to call it out. It's not personal. And I'm not actually trying to get you off of your point. But see, what happens is a lot of times, and this ain't just for that, but this is just period. A lot of times people don't understand. They think they know what I'm trying to do, but they really don't. And sometimes they do. I'm not challenging that little mathematical error. Many times, I'm challenging the logic behind your point. Because it should hold up in other areas that are very similar. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody make mistakes. I make mistakes. But if I tell you something triple, and I give you an actual number, and the number that I say that it is now ain't at least 3 times the number that it was initially, first, I probably said that number almost tripled. That number damn near tripled. Maybe he didn't know what tripled meant. I don't buy that, though. You just want to play loose with the facts. It's not that big of a deal, Emanuel. You can't be the fat guy. Fact guy. I'm the fat guy. You can't be the fact guy and then be mad when somebody expect facts. And okay, let me be honest. Let me be honest. Some of it is that guy irritates me. Drop Squad irritates me. Because he says so many things that's illogical, demonstrably false. Really just shows a horrible lack of understanding of whatever the topic is that he's discussing. But sometimes you can pull it off with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Confident. And then people believe you. I ain't never had a problem calling that out. And I ain't never had no problem with somebody calling me out. How many mistakes have I made on the air that y'all done corrected me on? What, 6? And it's almost 3 years I've been doing this. I've made like 6 whole mistakes. And y'all call me out on it, and I'll be like, y'all right. I don't get mad and call you a clown because I was wrong and you corrected me. I don't tell people, don't even listen to that person. Don't even listen to him. He just want to argue. Because you pointed out a flaw in my logic or in something that I said. But yeah, I'll be nitpicky with him for sure because he annoys me. But again, even if he didn't annoy me, if you call yourself bringing the facts, you know everything about politics and you trying to teach us all about politics when you clearly don't know that much about politics. Yeah. But again, the easy way, if you really want to brush off my correction, just acknowledge you was wrong and move on. Oh, I said 3 times. That would be 21%. It was 19%. So it's almost 3 times. There you go. Bam. Got nothing to say now. I honestly, I just believe people should get into the habit of using qualifiers when they're necessary. Just a little tip from the Clown Prince of Talk. I might change it. I'm also the King of Talk, but I'm the Clown Prince of Talk too. Nothing wrong with qualifiers. Y'all, I got to get out of here. I guess I'm responsible now for getting this little baby some food. She always hungry. Why she gotta eat? But it's my duty now. I want everybody to enjoy the rest of this day. Have a good time. Don't sweat, in particular, the minor first world problems. It could be much worse. So just appreciate that. Get out there, enjoy the day. As always, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. I just looked at the comments. Hold on. You ain't gonna come for me, Moesha. Talking about, I bet he thought he was doing something with the Clown Prince of Talk. I am doing something. That's good. Because they used to call Joker the Clown Prince of Crime. I flipped it. And I put talk on the end. Talking about me. Don't try to diminish my new moniker and my cleverosity. Don't be that hater, Moesha, with your rich ass. All right, that's it for real. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.